Hey everyone, Bryan Stahl here, the teacher, the student, the entrepreneur, Fidelis Mortgage Corporation. And we're actually going to talk about insurance, the home buying process, and kind of how it all ties together. So we're here at my house at a project that we're doing right now, a pool, a fire pit, a bunch of other things. And I have the owner of Myers Bell Insurance, Colin Bell, with me. What a lot of people don't understand, and they leave for the last part of it, is actually the insurance of a house. And really they should be doing that prior to even putting an offer in on a home. And I brought Colin in, one, to tell a little bit about his company, because it is a family-owned company right here in the Lancaster and Ephrata area, and some of the pitfalls that people miss when they just go and they're sticking with an insurance company for 30 years, and what we should be looking out for, and some of the biggest costs, some of when people go, like, I want the cheapest, what they might be missing out on. So Colin, I'll hand it over to you. Tell us a little bit about the history of your company and give us a couple pointers on what people miss or don't look at appropriately when they're getting homeowners insurance for their house or auto insurance.
So my company, Myers Bell Insurance Agency, started by my father. We're a second generation owned agency. We're a full service independent agency. 1980 it was founded by my father, still works for us to this day. We take a lot of pride in that. Both he and I kind of utilize our expertise together to build and grow, which is a reason a lot of people come to us.
Give us a couple things. Let's say I'm a first-time home buyer and I know nothing about insurance, because virtually all first-time home buyers know nothing. What's some things that they should look at from a liability standpoint? Give us some points.
That's exactly it. One thing everybody forgets about insurance is their liability coverage. Single-handedly, probably the most important aspect of your homeowner's policy is the liability coverage that comes with it. And what that is legal defense coverage should anything happen or a lawsuit is brought against you for something that could happen on your home or your property or even off your property in some cases.
How important, and I think a lot of people don't know this affects it, how important is credit to the cost of your insurance?
It is extremely important. It's probably the number one factor companies utilize now. They create what's called an insurance score, which is very heavily credit-based.
So let's say I have a 620 and you have a 760, you're going to get a better price than me.
Absolutely. I mean, upwards of 20, 30%.
Guys, this is what I mean. When you're looking to buy a house and you don't start the process 90 days to 6 months before, get your credit checked, get on a Fidelis plan of how to improve your scores, get with a Colin that can tell you the difference. If you start to tweak those numbers monthly, yearly, and put them out invested, you're talking tens and thousands of dollars that you could be missing, literally just from insurance. I have a relative, not going to name who it is, that's been with State Farm, I will name them, for 30 years. And for the last 17 that I've been in the business, I said, hey, why don't you check? Why don't you do this? He's paying at least $40 a month over for all that time. Imagine what he could have done with that if he invested it. These companies don't care about you. They don't. You know, whatever, if they're paying for a green lizard, a deep voice, double discount check belts, whatever, who do you think's paying for that? It's you. The best place to go is a company like Myers Bell, to where they don't pay celebrities or people to come in. They don't make green lizards. They're a family-based company that looks for the best price for you. Another tip, how much does it affect what kind of animal you have for the price of your insurance? Whether it's a Rottweiler or a regular, does that have any effect at all?
It can be very large, absolutely. I mean, you have companies that won't even write a policy if you have a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull or even a Great Dane in some cases. You'd be amazed at hearing the dog list and how extensive it is. But at being an independent company, we represent companies that don't have dog lists, that may be more lenient or flexible should you get a dog in your home. Or if something was to happen where you did get a dog for a company that you were with and they didn't like that dog, we can move you to another carrier. And that's something that the standard captive carriers just can't do.
So as we look, what about this? So we got a swimming pool that I'm putting in. How is this going to affect me?
Well, it will obviously increase your premiums. There's a larger exposure here. So a company will surcharge you. Every company, again, is different. It could be $20, could be $50, could be $100, depending on the company.
Will I get any kind of breaks that I'm having the way because I have kids, so I'm really worried about their safety. So we have installed or installing a cover that automatically goes over that 500 pounds could be standing on it, and it's electronically open from inside. Do those features have any benefits?
They absolutely could. Every company is going to look at your individual case, and they'll send an inspector out to see this pool and make sure that the walls are up to standard. And exactly like you said, if they notice that you've gone above and beyond, they're more than willing to accept this, because not everybody's necessarily going to accept an extensive pool again. Yeah. So you go out of your way to make sure you're covering your bases and you're looking out for a lawsuit, and a company will work with you.
And it's free to call you and get a quote.
Absolutely, anytime. Consultants are free.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to recap it. If you're looking to buy a house, car, anything, you have to be the most efficient with your money that you possibly can. It makes no sense. These big companies are not going to be loyal to you. They don't care at all. So I have, I don't even know. What would you guess how many policies I have with you? At least 15.
Oh, I would say probably in between.
So I have 10 or 11 homes. We have business insurance. We have all kinds of insurance. So why do you think I went to Myers and Bell for all my insurance? Because I want to pay more? Because I have 0 options? So here's the great thing. Let's say one of my carriers had a lot of things going on. They paid a lot of claims. Maybe they were in a storm area. The great thing about what Colin can do for me, he takes my policy and he goes, hey, we're going to send it over here now because they didn't have the same claims. They didn't have the same issues as this other company. And it's always aggressive. I don't want the cheapest insurance. He could scale everything down to me to where my liabilities are nothing. I'm not protected. You're only thankful for insurance when you have to use it. So this is across the board with anything. If you're buying a house, I'm going to reiterate again, start 90 days to 6 months before, so that one of our experts at Fidelis can get your credit as high, even if you have a 680, even if you have a 700. We can tell you little things in a week or two that'll tweak your credit score up. Then you can go to a Myers and Bell insurance and get the best price insurance. It affects so many things in your life starting out at the right time. So Colin, I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're going to put on here, what's the best way for people to get a hold of your company and get a quote?
Online, www.myersandbell.com. Feel free to reach out at 717-335-2080, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.